Happy Sunday, and it feels good to be here today. How are we all doing? This is a beautiful, beautiful Sunday, and to my fellow Nigerians, it counts down to Nigeria Decide. So it promises to be an amazing, amazing week for us by God's grace. We are hopeful. We are happy as well that you know very soon Nigeria would have a new set of leaders. Okay, so how are we all doing? How are you doing? How have you been able to use everything we have been doing and teaching here to your advantage? Try to let me know. Thank you for joining. Please share this live broadcast. Please share this live broadcast. And we should be good to go before. Let's see if we can have more people before I give us a short topic I want to talk about before our guest comes in. Happy Sunday once again. Thank you for coming around. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to you all. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so let me just talk about a little topic before I get joined. Okay. So most of the time, when I mention what is it called, working in tech, a lot of people feel it's about coding, it's about web designing and all that. I know I've made countless posts about customer support, virtual assistant, even copywriting. Okay, the reason why I make some of these posts is so that, please, if you can hear me, let me know. It's so that you don't feel stuck and think that it's only tech, so nothing else can come out of it, right? So because you're in tech, you're disadvantaged. Yeah, because you're not in tech, you're disadvantaged. Okay? Please, you're not. Okay? You're not in any way. Alright? So what are some of those simple tools that you can have that would also make you be in the trend of working remotely? Because most of the time I talk about remote opportunities. The reason is remote opportunities gives you time to do a whole lot of things. It gives you the needed what is it called? The needed time you wish to have. Alright? So this is why I share a whole lot of remote opportunities. So what are those simple tools you can have that you don't really need to stress your head so much before you get into tech? We have customer support roles, which I always talk about. And maybe you feel you don't want to be in the customer support space because you're going to, most of the time talk a lot, communicate with customers and all that and all that. How about project management? All right. This is also another field that you don't need coding, you don't need, very stressful computer literate background before you can do them. Have you considered that? Have you, thought about it in any way, in any form, in any shape? Go for that. What is it called? Certification program. All right. Do it. Go ahead and do it. It will save you a lot. Okay. It will save you a lot. Certification programs at times are from 100,000, okay, to 200,000 naira, depending. All right. So, how about you look for the certification program? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm communicating with my guest and she's trying to join. I don't know if she has done a Facebook Live before, but she can't seem to find me. I don't know why, and I can't seem to find her as well. So please bear with me if you keep hearing the switch here and there. Okay. Okay, so like I was saying, how about you do those certification programs in project management? How about you go for simple certification programs in customer support, in copywriting, in virtual assistant as well? These are simple remote roles that you can get into that are not so computer techy, to put it in that way. Okay, great. So we have Trisha. Trisha, let me see. There's a way I can bring you in. Oh dear. Trisha, please, can you try to send me a request? I can't, I don't know why, but I can't seem to find you. Despite we are friends, I can't. If it's possible, please just send the request and I will accept. I have seen you in the comment section, but please just send me a request if it's possible. There is a tab somewhere that says that you will just click and it says send a request to join. So just click it and I will accept and we start off. Okay, so while you're trying to sort that out, let me continue. I hope you find this on time. Okay, so let me continue on what I was saying. You can go for this certification programs on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has quite a broad level of certification programs right now, and most of the time you don't even pay. So what is the trick around it? You could open a professional, you could open a LinkedIn account. Great. Now, yes, you could go for a certification program on LinkedIn. Open a LinkedIn account. Turn it to what is it called? Subscribe to the professional mode, if I got that word correct. And it gives you access to do certification programs for a very long time. Okay, for 30 days, and then you would have to renew. All right. So this is how you can get certifications in customer support, time management, project management, copywriting, and a whole lot more. Now, if you still don't want to do something like that, okay, you could also go for what is it called? You could also go for you could go to Trisha, you could also go to Coursera. Coursera gives you access as well to do online programs. Great! Finally, we have Trisha here. Good to have you. Thank you. I hope you
I
can hear
am also, yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you so much for making out time. I'm so sorry to stress you for a while now.
No, it's okay. I've just realized that you can't actually join it to a Facebook Live with your laptop. So now I had to switch to my phone. Yeah,
So sorry, so sorry about that.
it's okay. But how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. And you
I'm good.
too?
I'm
Okay.
good.
Okay, so guys, this is Trisha. Um, Trisha is an amazing person. We'll give her the floor to introduce herself and tell us all we need to know about herself and the company she works for, despite having physical disabilities here and there. So she'll tell us how she has been able to thrive. This will help encourage us. And please, if you let her join this live session, sorry, we had to, readjust the time because of our time zone. Most of my viewers are actually in the West African zone, so 4 p.m. is
Oh,
always good for them. but that's fine. I mean, you're here now, so you can have the floor. So, guys, we will put that a short topic on hold. Let's allow Trisha have the floor. So, you're welcome, ma'am. Kindly introduce yourself.
Great. Thank you, Princess, for having me. So, my full name is Patricia Mativo, but you can call me Trish if you're friends, but it's okay. Yeah, of course, I am a person with a physical disability. I was involved in a road accident 10 years back. That hasn't stopped me for going for what I want in my life and my dreams and my aspirations and everything else. So, currently, I am the coordinator of the Global Network of Young Persons with Disabilities, and I'm the vice chairperson of the UNFPA Youth Advisory Panel here in Kenya. Back in my country, I am a Miss President. So we have this television show called Miss President Season 2, where I was representing Nairobi County. I think in your country you call them districts. So, so I was representing Nairobi County, and out of 700 applicants, only 50 were selected.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, that's so good to have you. So, how has your coordination been, managing disability and also managing other young people? How has this been for you?
Well, it's an exciting journey because I like working with young people. I like, involving myself also with fellow young persons with disabilities, and I like representing young persons with disabilities in different platforms. So it's been really an exciting journey, though there's much of push here and there because there's so many gaps when it comes to matters of young persons with disabilities, and you see, it's my role to be there to ask for more spaces, to ask for more policy reforms. So it's an interesting journey, but again, it's been not really quite. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So I use the Global Network to advocate for the needs of young persons with disabilities because that's the main mandate of the network. It operates for all the continents to uh, to connect the gaps between persons with disabilities and sexual and reproductive health rights on matters of climate, education, peace, and anything else. Then also for the UNFPA, I'm there as a young person representing persons with disabilities. But again, I'm the vice chairperson of the whole youth advisory panel. So again, it's a platform where I talk to UNFPA here in Kenya and its implementing partners on how best they can involve persons with disabilities and young persons into their programmings and have inclusive programs friendly to persons with disabilities. Yeah.
Great, great. So, what are some of the challenges you have faced running this? What are
Yeah.
those obstacles you have faced, either in presenting proposals and people just look at it and like, we can't have this one. How have you been able to deal with that?
Yeah, actually being a person with a disability, it's not an easy road in a park.
Yeah.
It has quite some challenges. And I would say, yesterday I was watching this clip where this lady said there's a table, there are people who are given seats at the table, then there are people who bring their own seats to the table, and there are people who look for their own seats. So, being a person with a disability, we are trying to fit in into the table, to bring in our own spaces to the table because initially they're not there.
Yeah.
And it's really not quite easy bringing yourself to the table. So again, also trying to form your own table, it's also not an easy, walkthrough because if you're going to implement like big projects to reach out to different people, there is the issue of finance, there's other aspects. So the most people don't really have faith when it comes to persons with disabilities because they are more used to the model of how can I say it, that these are people charity model. So we have three models of disability. We have the charity model, we have the medical model, and let me call it the inclusion model. For the inclusion model is where now you see them just like any other person, and you don't feel like, oh my God, they need more attention, or maybe we need to support them with medical so that they can do this and that. So with inclusion model, it's where you let young persons with disabilities be who they are. You just give them the space, the enough resources that they need to implement. And it's really not quite easy. So every single day when I'm in these spaces, I would advocate for some activities or programs that need to be inclusive of persons with disabilities. But again, there'll be that issue of there'll be no budget to, to accommodate this certain number of people. In December, I held this event, the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, through the UNFPA Youth Advisory Panel. Well, I'm glad that UNFPA supported us. But one of the other questions before even the event happened was, are you in the right capacity to hold this? Then I said, yeah,
Wow.
why? Yeah, I mean, of course, there's that time frame. Then on the issue of reimbursements, persons with disabilities really need like a more reasonable reimbursement. You can't give them the same reimbursement you give an ordinary person. So
Yeah.
at first they're like, then I was like, listen, we're going to deal with young persons with disabilities. If you'd want them to come to this event and make them be attentive full time and enjoy this session and cooperate, you really need to at least be reasonable in terms of reimbursement, in terms of how you're going to handle them. Well, I'm glad UNFPA did that, but with other organizations, it's really not quite easy because they're like, we don't have enough funds, so maybe just one person would be enough. But I was about to run an event with, I think, around 70 people with disabilities, and yeah, those are the challenges that we experience, yeah. But we live
Okay.
every day, yeah, we live every day to advocate for, more inclusive budgets because it starts from way up before when you start asking for spaces. Money is
Mm.
everything. Yeah.
Mm. It's really a challenging one for you.
Yeah.
Or coupled with the fact that you're not just dealing with yourself, you're actually dealing with a whole lot of people. And I know at times they come crying to you how their situations are and all that. Has this at any point depressed you, being disabled and having to communicate almost daily with disabled people? Have you felt depressed at some point?
I will not lie. That time where, for real, that time, so I'll be like, you know what, I think I need rest. I think this is too much on me. I cannot. But again, I remember that my purpose is actually to support them, to show them the way, because I already have a path. I'm at this position where I have enough networks that, if I'm to do some activities of my own, it wouldn't be a hard situation for me.
Yeah.
But because my purpose is also to ensure that people like me who need direction should get that from me. Because if it's not from me, they'll get it from who else? And if it's not that other person, when and how will they get it? So if I have the chance, I have the opportunity, it's now and then. So as much as it's depressing at times, because again, it has to come down to my mental health,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's a lot of work if I'm being honest. But because of that one person who you'd want to impact, and the ripple effect of assisting one person and 10 people with disabilities, it's it's satisfying at the end of the day. So
Mm. I
yeah.
just hope you find more strength because honestly, I know how these things could be.
Yeah,
Do you
yes.
go
Mm-hmm.
ahead? Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So apart from work, as a person, even you, a princess, you have your own needs, and depression at times just comes crawling because of your own personal issues. Then
Yeah.
there's this other work that you need to do. And at times when there is need to have rest, there is need to have rest. There are times I've taken leave for, maybe 2 weeks just outside social media and just to give myself time. I've told you I'm not in WhatsApp right now. That's
Yes,
one,
I was surprised, you know.
yeah, that's one of the reasons because I'm like, wait, it's just February and I feel already overwhelmed with a lot of stuff. So
It-
just to cut,
It's
yeah,
fine.
communications and everything, unless it's urgent, then people have to reach me through email or through just direct phone. So as a person, also, it's really important to take care of your mental health because if you,
Exactly.
yeah, if you don't do that, it reach a point where now you can't assist yourself and you can't assist the people who you're supposed
Anyone.
to assist. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. So, do you run mentorship programs? Are they places how people can reach out to you to run mentorship programs? Do you run anything like that?
Um, so in terms of mental health, I don't run big programs, but I'm going to hold one next week.
Okay.
So when the budget allows, I do in-person activities where I talk about mental health, where the events people call me as speaker. But when it comes to my other personal capacity, I prefer having it with the person either through phone or through text. But if it involves larger platforms, then it's either through an invite or when I have the necessary funds to conduct mental health activities or sessions, and also session productive health rights. Yeah.
Okay. Viewers, in case you later on join, and maybe you have someone going through one or two disability issues, please reach out to Tricia. She's doing great. She's doing great. I met her on LinkedIn, and she's doing amazingly well.
Yes.
As a human being, it's one thing to thrive, and then it's one thing to also thrive in the midst of disability. So Trisha is a strong lady. I must say that she is strong. Honestly, she's very strong because someone like me, I will almost cry all the time because
I do
of
cry. I do cry. I believe that when you feel so overwhelmed and there's nothing you can do and it's just crying, I do cry. I do cry, wipe my tears, pick myself up again. Yeah. So
exactly.
when it comes to mentoring persons with disabilities, that's something that I also take as a priority. I'm soon going to open my own foundation that basically is to support
Great.
people with disabilities that they have acquired them. Because for me, I acquired it through a road accident. So I remember back then when I had the accident, I really didn't have someone to take me through the process, to guide me through. When I just had the accident,
Exactly.
yeah, the doctors just came, looked at me, gave
Mhm.
me the drugs, sent me home. But at home, who was there to talk to me and guide me through this? So, through my foundation, I would want to be the light that, I was once through this position. There's much more you can achieve other than what's happening to you right now. It just needs time.
Mm.
So I'm in the process of registering the foundation, and I pray that I'll be able to impact more people and show them that despite the disability, despite the challenges, despite issues at home, despite being raised by a single parent, you can still achieve what you want to achieve. Yeah.
Exactly. This is going to be amazing. And please, whenever you launch this, I'm open to, the support and all that. Because like you said, most of the time, when people are physically challenged, their issue or what actually kills them isn't really the challenge, but the fact that nobody understands how they feel. They can't really share their emotions, their pain, those things they can't do. There isn't someone there to walk them through the process. It kills them more. It kills them more. To think of it that there are certain positions that no matter how good they are, people will always look down on them and say things like, you're already disabled, so you can't handle things like this. How can you pull this off? How can you pull that off? So if there is a community of people to share, advanced careers, people like you that have really thrived, it will give those coming in newly, or maybe those that were born into such a situation, hope that, see, no matter what it is I look like, no matter what it is I'm facing, I could do better. So we look forward to that community, honestly. We do look
Thank
forward.
you. Thank you. And yes, I've also been at this position where somebody will tell me, you know what, I can do this to you because you have a disability. For example, one of the weirdest is through my Facebook, when I post something, people will reach out to me and say, you know what, I can marry you no matter how you are,
Oh
I
my
can,
God.
yeah, I get annoyed when somebody feels like I'm at this point where I just need help and assistance, that I will accept any invite that will give me. So, I just told them,
Exactly.
yeah, I just responded you know, I think I'm at a better position to assist you more than you can assist me, and that's how I just started off.
Exactly. That confidence to carry yourself so that people don't always look at you like we are doing you a favor to be friends with you, we are doing
Yeah,
you a favor to hang around you and things like that. Disabled people actually need to start speaking up. We need to start giving them more platform to, get inclusive in the situation, in policies, and everything that has to do with life in general. I'm
exactly.
so
I
happy
don't
for
need
you.
no favors. Persons with disabilities don't need no favors at all. It's just platform
Exactly.
for them to do what they do best, what they feel they should do, you know, and their impact, just getting impact. But it's not about favors. Yeah,
Thank you for making this very clear. It's not about favors. Like, we need to echo this. Persons with disabilities, you're not doing them a favor hanging around them. They're normal human beings like every one of us. So please, let's allow them live their dreams, have their aspirations, get fulfilled like, they should have. Thank you once
yeah.
more, Tricia. Thank you. So, what's your final advice to us before we call it a day? Because I know you need to go get
Uh,
your rest.
sure. Okay. So a general advice is how I have managed to be at this point and with the many opportunities that I've received is I didn't try to limit myself at any point. And there are points where I would apply for something knowing very well that I don't think I have the right expertise, but I would want to know what this thing is and develop myself. So there are some positions where I've just applied and I've received them, and in the process I've learned, and these are the things that have built me to where I am right now. So, as a young person and as a person with a disability, if you have any, don't limit yourself. Let the other party be the one saying, you know what, I think this is where you can't, like, we can't take you in because you don't have the right expertise. But you feel free to go for whatever you want. You learn in the process and never learn. I mean, don't ever say no.
Mm,
My brother was telling me that he was invited to be an MC for a certain event and he hasn't MC'd before.
are you
So I,
serious?
yes, he has never MC'd. So when he told me, at first I was like, I think he said no. Then I asked him, what did you respond? He's like, I'm like, so you're planning to say no? How the hell are you planning to learn to be? How will
Mm-hmm,
you learn to be MC if you're planning to say no? In this life, just
mm-hmm,
yes, 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 and you learn in the process. That's how life
hmm.
is. It's about trying
Exactly.
everything. Yeah,
Exactly. You never know until you try, right? You just
exactly. Yeah,
never know until you try. You can't sit there, all the time waiting for some miracle to happen. You just have to try. You
yeah.
just have
Have
to.
to put the effort.
That's the
Yeah,
word. Put in the effort and let's see if you won't get that opportunity. Let it be that you've given it your shot at
yes.
least.
And once you get the opportunity, you do your very best and learn. You don't just
Exactly. So that it doesn't look like you misused an opportunity and then you just create a negative impression for those other people coming behind you. Thank you
yeah.
so much,
You're welcome.
Tricia.
And one more thing
Go
is,
ahead.
um, everybody has skeletons in their closets, so don't really care about what people say about you.
Mm.
Just know that they also have their own demons out there. They've just decided to focus on you. So as a person,
Mhm.
always be focused. Don't let noise. Let me say that. Say about skeletons in their closets. No one is perfect. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for making out time. And if I make out time, I'll try to come around to Kenya to see you at least to meet you one on one.
Yeah, I
And
would love that for you to come to Kenya and maybe we can organize an activity together. That
oh,
would be amazing.
beautiful. I will work towards that. We'll talk more in the inbox about this and see how we can work something out.
Thank you so much, Princess. You
I'm
have a
so
good day.
grateful.
Yeah.
You too.
All right.
Thank you. And we'll see you later. Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, guys. So thank you, Tricia, once more for making our time, and to everyone who joined. Thank you once again. I'm most grateful. Thank you for making our time to come here today. Okay. Just a recap of what we did today. We talked about thriving in life despite disabilities. Do not let your disabilities keep you short of your dreams, restrict you from fulfilling those dreams. Go for it. Get people of like minds, get mentors, get people that will spur you the more to keep trying. All right. That is actually what we talked about. I'm going to save this video. I'm also going to put it up on my timeline so that at any point in time I could always refer people, with one challenge or the other trying to thrive in life. Go and watch this video, hear from Trisha herself, and see how you can build your life. I was talking about certifications before now. Let's say that you're looking good. Thing we talked about disabilities. Don't feel, oh, because I can't do coding, I'm short of getting good opportunities in life. No, there are opportunities out there that can put you on the timeline, that can put you on the spotlight for you to thrive in life. Okay? Don't feel restricted. Look out for those things and let's have the best part of you come to the spotlight. I wish you people all the best this week. And it's my prayer and my hope that 2023 will bring all the opportunities you so desire. Trish, thank you once more. And to everyone watching this and will still watch, thank you for always coming around my timeline. I really, really appreciate it. And I promise to continually bring, amazing people and amazing content on my page. Thank you all. And this is from me to you all saying, have a beautiful week and see you next Sunday.